This exhibition, organised by the National Galleries of Scotland, is remarkably the first major exhibition devoted to the work of Maurits Cornelis Escher in the UK. I say remarkable because he is one of the most popular image makers of the 20th century. So why is he not known better in this country as an artist? I think it's because he's a graphic artist. People are familiar with him from books, from reproductions, from the inevitable postcard that you pinned on your wall as a student. But this exhibition allows us to look at the remarkable technique behind the graphic illustrator. He was born in 1898 in Leeuwarden in the Netherlands. In this extraordinary self-image, you can see in the background a rather comfortable environment. This was his home in Rome. One of the things about Escher is that he was rather well off. Thank you very much. He had a wealthy family. His wife also was wealthy. And they lived in Rome for some 11 years. And this is actually the last year that he lived in Rome. He moved fairly soon after this with the rise of fascism. He was uncomfortable in the country thereafter, made his way back to the Netherlands, where he eventually died in 1972. There are very few artists who would do a self-portrait like this. There's one from the 16th century, and that was Parmigianino, who showed himself in a convex mirror. But here, Escher is making a very distinct point. As he said himself, the ego is the center of everyone's world. He's putting himself at the center of a world, reflected in a spherical surface. The extraordinary thing about it is that unless you've tried drawing yourself in a spherical surface, you can never even begin to understand how incredibly difficult it is to do. But Escher loved technical challenges. He saw things differently from other people. He had an intense focus on detail. And consequently, every detail of the room is there. The prints on the wall, the furniture behind, and they are all distorted, and they're all held up by his hand, also brilliantly displayed and reflected in the spherical surface. This is an artist like no other. In fact, he doesn't belong to any genre. There are no artists who work in his style. He looks surreal, but he's not a surrealist. He is an extraordinary one-off.